Greetings, guitarists. I hope you're doing well. The subject of this video is, can Japanese guitars, or can guitars from Japan actually save you money? So I know in this crazy economy we're in, we just don't have the disposable income like we used to. So what I'm going to look at is I know you guys are familiar with Ibanez and certainly other Japanese instruments such as ESP, I think, is another one. I'm going to look at another one that I think there's really some good savings. And of course, if you want to see, Fender did have some of their instruments made over in Japan. And I know that if you see that famous "Made in Japan" on the back of the guitar, then it's usually a good idea to snag these up. There used to be this crazy stigma where if things were made in Japan, they just had this kind of like attitude towards them that, hey, you know, what's being made over Japan is really cheap and lame and all that stuff. But that's not really true. The luthiers over there did a really good job with giving us some decent quality instruments. Been having fun with this one. I've got it upgraded, and you saw the upgrades that I made with last time with the noise reduction and all that. But I also added a Floyd Rose rail tail. Wanted to see how that holds up. I haven't tried this tremolo, but it seems pretty well as far as staying in tune. So these go-to tuners that are locking are replacements for the old style Kluson machine heads. So anyway, they work pretty good. They lock, and this rail tail tremolo, it's only a dive only, which is okay because that's the way Edward has his set up. So but anyway, we're gonna be talking about a particular brand. Over 40 years ago, I used to work for my dad in his music store, and at the time he did have an instrument called Tokai, spelled T-O-K-A-I, and back then the stratocasters that they made were just incredible. So I saw this Tokai 335 and quickly fell in love with it. It's got a beautiful curly maple top. It also has the maple top on maple back and sides as well. So anyway, I'm a huge fan of the Gibson 57 PAFs, but I thought these sounded good enough that they really didn't need to be changed. I thought everything, I've kept everything stock, and very happy with this guitar. Hey, just letting you know what I'm playing through. I tell you what, I got these DV Marks, and if you guys are into playing jazz, I just totally love these two amps. But these amps sound really good, even if you are, you know, pushing them with pedals. So anyway, there are two DV Mark Jazz 12s, and I run them in stereo, and then I usually put a chorus in between. This chorus right here is good enough, and anyway, that's the tone that I'm getting. And I usually, what I do is I'll have this as a stereo pair, and then I'll have one with a little more reverb, just to kind of give it a little more depth to the tone. But anyway, love these amps. They're great weight. All right, so here you go, up close. You can see just the flame top. It's just beautiful. And then, like you said, you got, you know, the sides and a beautiful flame back as well. So really nice guitar, and I got a good price for it. So, you know, when I started playing jazz and playing beautiful, playing jazz standards, the thing, I've got like a love-hate relationship with the bigger arch tops, because the feedback that you would get was just so annoying that I just like, it's just hated, you know. I couldn't deal with it. So I'll do like the smaller 335, because, you know, it could be set up in the typical way that jazzers like to set up, you know, guitars. So anyway, beautiful instrument. It just sounds great. And so let's get back to talking about some of the deals that you get with the Tokai instruments, and what I'm seeing anyway. So, can guitars from Japan save you money? And we're starting right now. So here we go. So there's a Fender Strats are all over the place. The biggest thing to follow, and ooh, look, here's one that says made in Japan. That's very nice. But yeah, of course, the custom shop stuff is going to be super expensive. I'm sure you'll find good prices on American Strats. But sometimes you don't know what you're getting. I'm curious about this one here. Oh, so it's $1,000. Wow, look at that. Fender Japan Stratocaster, look at that there. I definitely would have grabbed these. Look, here's one for $577. These are all Japanese Strats. $592. I mean, a good price on them, definitely. We'll have to do that in a search as well. So, but yeah, that's the made in Japan stuff. If you go to, let's go to Tokai. Do Tokai Stratocaster, and look, they're you know, they're going to be, in some cases they're going to be the same price, but I just know the quality that you're getting sometimes, I believe, is going to be better than what you would buy. Look at this, $387, and then you just got to watch your shipping costs too. Wow, that's interesting. Looks like somebody did a custom paint job on that. Anyway, so yeah, here you got $615. You know, that's decent. You know, 600 right there. There's you'll see, like in the description, you'll see like Gold Star sound. Sometimes you'll see a thing that says springy sound. I guess they're trying to explain the out of phase setting. That's pretty nice there. That's a Tokai, it's Gold Star. Yeah, that's a nice Strat. I like that one. So, okay. Let's look at the Gibson 335s. So, you know, obviously you're going to find them around too. I'm going to think that, you know, some of the higher in 335s that I would be interested in would definitely be like these ones that are marked at 3 to almost 4, you know, going into 5. Beautiful stuff. And you're going to find some 335s that are cheaper, but, you know, where is it made from? Or, you know, what is it made, or what city was it made in, or what country, or whatever. Those are just things to look at. I'm curious to see about the Tokai. Tokai 335 search. All right. Whoa, look at that one. Okay. That one popped up. $747. That's a great price, and that's a great instrument. That's, you know, what year was that? 2021? Yeah, mine was a couple years older. But yeah, that's a great price. The thing to watch out for, though, is definitely the shipping, because, you know, sometimes you're going to get these shipped from Japan or something like that, and that certainly would add to the cost of things. But yeah, look, there's a Tokai Telly for $814. It's not bad. I say let's look at, I would follow that search of made in Japan. And we don't want it in parts, so let's do a space, and I'll just type in strat. So search. All right, so now you have made in Japan. Wow, yeah, well, this is some of the same stuff that I pulled up before. So made in Japan. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, check this out. Here you go. This is about the same price I paid for mine. There's a Fender Japanese, and this is the 54 reissue. So yeah, that's the same Strat that I bought, you know, and man, that's a heck of a price for a really nice guitar. So very cool. So yeah, you can save some money by going with these Japanese instruments, and that's the great thing. Well, that's nice. Shoot, if I hadn't already bought one, I would buy that one there. Very cool. And little things too. The things about ordering guitars online is like you don't really get to touch and play them and all that. So that's something to you know, make sure you look at the pictures. Make sure you look at things like, you know, is the right frets. You know, of course, I'm sure you can take insurance out on something or have the guy insure it when they ship it to you and stuff like that. But that is great, though. It's cool to see another 54 reissue there, and that's a great price. You know, $150 shipping is not too bad. Where's it coming from? Oh, I have used a firm before too, and sometimes you can set up the payments to where it's like interest free. You know, if you pay it off in 6 months to a year. So example, this is like, okay, this one's in Japan, so that's why the shipping is higher. But that's great. It's good. That's exactly like the Strat I got. So awesome. All right, guys, that'll about do it. Certainly leave any likes, or if you have any questions or comments, you can certainly leave them below. I'll try to get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.